You're watching Spooky Noodles channel. Subscribe or be my victim.
What is up, my fellow horror book friends? I am here with another review. Today, we review Transmuted by Eve Harms. So, what is this book about? Well, let's read the synopsis. This is part of the Rewind or Die series. This is number 30 in that series. I've read Haley Piper's The Cannibal King. And that's the only... No, I read this story about, I don't remember what it's called, but it's about a hooker. I think it might actually be called Hooker. That was like number something in the series. I forget. I have it on my bookshelf, but I'm not going to take it out. So I read 2 books of the Rewind or Die series, and now I've read a third. So, yeah, I really like this series so far. It has a really array of great authors, and yeah, I'm really adoring this series, this Rewind or Die series. So without further ado, we're just gonna hop into this, and I'm gonna read the synopsis, then we'll read my review, then maybe we'll delve into it a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. But here we go. Oh, also, funky hat. Like the video for this funky hat. All right, here we go. Also, if I burp in the middle of speaking, I apologize. I just drank a little bit of soda, and it's, excuse me, there it is. Hopefully we can get this out of my system before I read this. But anyways, hold on, I forgot to close my door. Okay, so now that the door is closed and I'm not annoying everybody in the household, let's read the synopsis. All right, here we go. This is Transmuted by Eve Harms. Her doctor is giving her the body of his dreams and her nightmares. Issa is a micro-celebrity who rarely shows her face and can't wait to have it expertly ripped off and rearranged to look more feminine. When a successful fundraiser makes her gender-affirming surgery possible, she's overjoyed. Until she has to give up all her money to save her dying father. Crushed by her gender dysphoria and the pressure of disappointing her fans who paid for a new face, she answers a sketchy ad seeking transgender women for a free experimental feminization treatment. The grotesquely flawless Dr. Skirm, I actually don't know how to say his name, but Skirm is what I'm going to say, has gruesome methods, but he gets unbelievable results. And Issa is finally feeling comfortable in her skin. She even gains the courage to ask out her crush, an alluring and disfigured alchemy-obsessed artist named Reina. But Issa's body won't stop changing, and she's going from supermodel to super mutant. She has to discover her secret behind her metamorphosis before the changes are irreversible, and she's an unwanted freak forever. Transmuted is an outrageous and unapologetic queer body horror tale that will leave you gasping, giggling, and gagging for more. Yes. And then it says something about the Rewind or Die series, but I'm not going to read that part. I think we've gathered enough from that. So now we shall move on to my review. And I have nothing but good things to say about this book, but I will read my review on Goodreads first, which is also on Amazon, and then we'll delve into it. So here we go. An amazing body horror tale. This one is about Issa, a transgender woman who is currently transitioning to fix herself up to look more femme. I think that's how you say femme? I'm not really sure. It's not a familiar word for me, so I apologize. But after she has to pay for her father's experimental cancer treatments, she is left with no way to pay for her reconstruction surgery. I called it reconstruction surgery. I didn't really know what to call it, so I just called it reconstruction because that's what it is, really. You're reconstructing yourself. Whatever. That's when a doctor steps in with a solution to her problem. If Haley Piper's The Worm and His Kings and Cronenberg's The Fly had a baby, it would be this book. I'm a huge fan of body horror and of Cronenberg's flicks, So this book was amazing. I loved every second of it. In the end, Transmuted easily gets 5 stars for me. Wow, what a book. 5 stars. So, yeah, I give this book all the stars. It's probably in the top 10 of my favorite books of all time. Probably top 5 favorite novellas. That's how much I like this book. This book was extraordinarily good. The writing was good. The characters were good. The body horror was on point. It was just such a good book. Like I love Cronenberg's work, like Videodrome, Scanners. I even like Dead Ringers in a sense, even though it was long and kind of overstayed its welcome. Dead Ringers had the body horror scenes that I really enjoyed. But what else? The Fly, obviously, I said that earlier. And there's so many more movies that from David Cronenberg I still need to watch. Like Crash. I will also watch Shivers, which leads to another movie I need to watch by David Cronenberg called Rabid. And I don't know what that flash of light was. If I was just abducted, let me know. Yeah, missing time now. Sorry, I'm joking around. But, yeah, the body horror in this book is just very good. I really enjoyed the body horror in this book. It felt like a David Cronenberg film. Like, I would really like if David Cronenberg or his son were to create this into a film. Like, buy the film rights to this book. Like, holy crap, this book is really good. The end is just absolutely ridiculous. There's action scenes that I did not expect out of this book, and I don't want to give away the ending at all, but wow, what an ending. And then the resolution was good. I have nothing but good things to say about this book. I have no negatives. That's why it's 5 stars. I guess if there was one thing, even though I think the book was long enough, I would have liked a little, I would have liked more of, the book, I changed my mind, I don't know. This book was exactly how long it needed to be, but if there was more of that body horror, seeing her change and slowly morph, I guess that would have been cool, but I feel like the book was as long as it needed to be, and everything about this book I enjoyed. It was just a thoroughly good read. Like, Haley Piper and David Cronenberg need to read this book, because this book is, if they haven't already read this book is fabulous. It's just like, it's like, seriously, it's like if Haley Piper's The Worm and His Kings and David Cronenberg's The Fly had a baby, it would be this book. This book was so much fun, and I can't describe, excuse me, all the feelings I got during this book. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly, I'm a cis white male, and I think that's what I am, at least. So going into this book, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to relate to the character, but I related to the character a lot more than I thought I would. And the points and that this book made, and I just loved it so much. I can't gush enough about this book. It was just 5 stars, man. It was really good. I was encouraged to read this. Well, not encouraged per se, but I was inspired to read this book after I saw Uptown Horror Book review for this book. He gave this book 7 out of 10, I think, or 7.5 out of 10. I forget what he gave it. It deserves high ratings for sure. And go watch his review, because it will inspire you to read this book as well. I'm sure my review might do that for you, but if you really want a really good review for this book, go watch Uptown Horror review for this book. Because that will make you really want to read this book. But if my video hasn't already done that. Great transgender queer body horror story, whatever you want to call this. In the end, it's an excellent horror story. Plain out simple. Great story that I recommend any horror lover, especially people who love David Cronenberg's work or Haley Piper's work, definitely pick this book up. Eve Harms deserves way more exposure. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but she deserves all the love and appreciation for this book. It was just a phenomenal book. And I will say this. If you aren't into those cheesy Cronenberg films like Scanners, Videodrome, and well, I wouldn't say The Fly is cheesy, but if you're not into those body horror films, maybe this one might gross you out. This is for true horror fans, especially ones of body horror. But if you are a regular horror fan who loves horror books, you should love this book. There's a trash truck coming by, so I apologize. But this book is just phenomenal. Very good book. And I highly recommend it to anybody who likes these type of books. Wow. And it was just it was such a good book. I really can't gush more about this book. It really broke my mind. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm like almost at an utter loss of words. I really wish I could meet Eve Harms and like shake her hand, because holy crap, this book was phenomenal. And if you don't know, this book, well, I actually went into this book for research purposes, you know. I don't know that many body horror books. So and I've been watching a lot of Cronenberg work lately. So it's inspired me to write my own body horror story about a person with autism who wants to get rid of his autism. So I was looking for body horror books to do research off of, you know, and kind of piggyback off that book and then write my own version of it, you know. This book blew my mind, and it makes me not even want to write me. Makes me not want to write my book, because this book is just solid. Like there's no way I can do better than what this book has displayed for my brain. You know, like this book is just like the pinnacle of body horror for me, at least. It kind of reminds me a little bit of The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker. The sense of the body horror where he's morphing it slowly into a human being and stuff, you know. But it's the opposite. It's like the regenerative, or whatever the word is there. It's like instead of regenerating his skin and skin graft and stuff like that, like the Hellbound Heart did, where he's slowly turning back into a human, this one's like she's slowly turning into a mutant. So it's like, it's a really good book. And I've gushed about it, and I'm saying the same thing over and over and over again, so I really should end this book, or this review. But I just wanted to say, I got into this book because I wanted to do research. So that's what I was talking about earlier. And my research is complete now. If you guys have any body horror stories that I should look up, list them down in the comments below. I really like body horror at the moment. I'm watching it, I'm reading it, I'm writing it. So if you guys could hit me up with a list of body horror stories or movies, I would really appreciate that. I recently watched The Society, or just Society. I'm not really sure what it's called. But it's something to do with Society. Society was a really good movie, and it had a lot of, like, really, it was crazy. And if you like Society, which is a body horror movie back in the 80s or 90s, if you liked it and the sense of humor that it had, like the twisted sense of humor at the very end of the movie, you will really like this book. Now, if you didn't like Society, I still recommend this book, because this book is just phenomenal. But I'm just saying, if you did like Society, that movie, I forget who's directed by, but if you really did like Society, then you will adore this book. This will probably be your top 5 favorite novellas of all time, because this book is just phenomenal. And that's all I can really say. I've said enough nice things about this book, and I feel like I'm going and rambling now. So I think I'm going to end this video. So yeah, I don't know, this I cannot talk today. This book left me with... I just love this book so much. And I'm hoping to get this book, the physical copy, for Christmas. For my Christmas, really, Nick. For Christmas. And I'm going to share it with you guys. And I'm super stoked. I'm actually probably going to ask the author if she has any signed copies. And if that is true, and then I happen to get one, and then I get another copy for Christmas, I'll probably throw that book into the giveaway boxes if the giveaway boxes aren't sent out sooner. But anyways, I really don't want to give out giveaway boxes in the middle of December because this is peak season and it will take forever to get to those winners. So I'm kind of waiting for January for those giveaway boxes. I don't want to talk about the giveaway in this video. This is solely focusing on the review. But I will say this, giveaway is going to be happening soon, but the boxes won't be delivered until way into January. So there we go. That's all I'm going to say about the giveaway. This book, Transmuted by Eve Harms, was 5 stars for me. It was fantastic. It reminded me of David Cronenberg's work. Even though The Worm and His Kings was a phenomenal read for me, I think I gave it 4 stars. This one is like that story, but with body horror. It's more leaning towards the body horror side of things. And like I said, it's like The Worm and His Kings by Haley Piper had a baby with The Fly by David Cronenberg, and it created this book, and it's just a phenomenal book. I highly recommend it. 5 stars, and that's all I have to say. So if you enjoy the review or you like this hat, leave a like and subscribe, or leave a review, or not a review, or if you want to leave your review in the comments, go for it. I highly recommend it. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I recommend it to anyone. I don't actually own the physical copy. I own an ebook, which is unfortunate, but like I said, this book is going on, this review, my bad, this review is going on a little longer than I expected. I didn't realize I was going to gush and ramble, so I apologize. But without further ado, let's end this video. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you have a spooky night. Oh no, what was this saying? Oh no, I forgot the saying. Oh no. I hope you have a great day. Bye, guys.